Hello and welcome to another episode of Designer Talks. I'm here with Edith Kinsella and we're going to find out a bit more about her collection and what the future holds for her. So hi Edith.
Hi.
Do you want to just start by telling us a bit more about your collection and like the vision behind it and inspiration for it?
Yeah, so it's kind of exploring the theme of loss basically, and like exploring loss in families.
Yeah.
So there's like missing parts and gaps and things taking out the garments, and then it's all about a little girl like wearing daddy's clothes and stuff. So like really oversized sleeves and like jackets and stuff like that. And then also bringing in like this DNA element as well, so that's all in my print. Yeah.
That's quite like a personal idea. Is it something that you feel like really passionate about?
Yeah, so it's all about my dad who passed away when I was really young, and kind of like exploring that missing part in my life. So yeah, it's quite personal, but I feel like that's really helped me develop my collection.
Do you think, how important would you say that having something that you feel really passionate about is to like your collection?
It really motivates me, I think, because I feel like I'm doing this like for that reason. And I really like it.
Were your lecturers, like when you explained to them like what your idea was, were they really behind you and were really like?
Yeah, they really liked it at first. They thought it's quite hard because it's more like a feeling.
Yeah. But
then I could explore it in so many different ways, which I think they really like.
Yeah. How much time did you actually spend on planning that out and like what direction you're going to go with that?
Oh, it took ages. I think the first few weeks were just so difficult because I was trying all these different things and it just wasn't working.
Yeah.
So it was only like halfway through the last term that it finally clicked and everything started working and together and stuff like that.
And do you feel like quite happy with where it's at now?
Yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turned out. It's not how I envisioned it to be, but I'm really happy with it.
Yeah. So what challenges do you think that you've come up against so far?
I've had a lot of challenges with my fabrics.
Okay.
So when I've gone to fabric suppliers and ordered fabrics and stuff, they haven't had the original fabric I wanted.
Yeah.
So I've had to change and adapt to that, to what they've had. But I think it's worked out well in the end because I think the fabrics I've got now work really well with my collection.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want to tell us a bit more about the fabrics that you're using?
Yeah, so I'm using this like kind of like clear PVC stuff it was originally a purple, but I went there and they didn't have the purple anymore and they weren't getting it back.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? But they had this green, which is actually the same green in my print.
Okay.
So I've had to use that instead, but I think it works so much better.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
You talked about like embedding the idea of like DNA. How are you going to do that into like?
So that's all my prints,
okay.
And then I'm laser cutting as well.
Yeah.
So in this PVC, all the like shape of the DNA is cut out and stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Is that something, the technique you're using, is that something you feel really comfortable with and confident doing?
Yeah, I've done it quite a lot over like the last 3 years with the laser cutter, so I know it quite well.
Okay.
So yeah.
So do you want to talk us through the outfit that you're wearing?
Yeah, I'm wearing these like sushi print trousers.
Yeah.
They're a bit out there, but I just think they're really cool. They've got like little like sushi bits on and like Chinese writing and stuff. And then I'm just wearing like a basic crop top just to kind of even it out, and then just my Nikes. Yeah.
Obviously, your trousers are very like a statement piece. Is that something you're quite a fan of, like wearing like statement pieces?
Yeah, I like wearing like some items that are a bit more like out there.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but sometimes. Yeah.
Is there anything that's really special or personal to you that it could be a piece of clothing or a piece of jewellery?
Yeah, I would say this necklace.
Yeah.
I've had it since I was really young and I just really like it.
Yeah. Is it something that you feel is quite like precious to you?
Yeah, I have to wear it all day, every day, otherwise I feel really weird.
Okay. Is there a piece of clothing or an object, like an accessory, that you feel everyone needs to own?
I think a really good jacket.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a good jacket. And it also, like, a jacket just makes an outfit, I think.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of jackets?
I have a lot.
Do you have a favourite one or?
No, I love them all the same.
Okay. Do you have any favourite designers?
I have quite a few. I would probably say my favourite at the moment is Vivienne Westwood. I really like her recent collection. I think she's just a great British designer and she really kind of pushes the boundaries, which I think I really like. So yeah.
Do you think that she inspires or influences the way that you dress or the collection even that you come up with?
Maybe not the way I dress, but in terms of fashion, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
What about artists? Is there any artists that?
No one in particular that's inspired my collection really.
No?
But yeah, I do love art and stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay. What do you plan on doing after graduation? Because obviously it's only a few months.
Yeah, I'm not really sure yet. There is the option open for my internship that I could go back there. but I don't think that's really what I want to do.
Yeah.
So when I go to Graduate Fashion Week, I'm just going to try and get loads of contacts and see what happens. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about what you did for your work-based learning, your work experience?
Yeah, so I worked for Amanda Kelly, which is a print design company.
Okay.
So they design like prints like this and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just did loads of different stuff for them. I was like sewing garments together, designing prints, meeting with clients, organising clients and stuff like that. Yeah.
And how did you get that work experience?
So that was actually through family. So my cousin used to work for them actually.
Yeah.
So she got me in contact with them. So yeah.
What piece of advice would you give to people looking to do kind of a similar piece of work experience to what you did?
Just make sure you go there, ask loads of questions, really get involved because that's how they remember you.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What do you think that you took away from that experience?
I don't know, just like work really hard, I think.
Yeah.
And also just be yourself and be really friendly, and
yeah,
I think that's what makes people like you, is just being really like open and stuff.
Okay, so making it a bit more vague, obviously you don't know what you want to come out and do, but is there any kind of like job roles or maybe brands that stand out to you that you would love to work for?
I definitely want to be a designer.
Yeah.
I would prefer to work for a high-end brand, but obviously I know that's quite difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm just going to take every opportunity I can get, really.
Is there any like piece of advice that your lecturers or your peers have like given you to like for the future? Like what do you think?
They just said work really hard and stuff, and like I think especially with our industry, it's about getting internships and getting contacts and stuff.
So how is your collection coming along so far then?
Yeah, it's good. I've nearly finished the first 2 outfits, so it's going quite well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy with how
You're
it's
quite
going.
far into like the process then? Like...
Yeah, I'm getting there. I've got a lot of my fabrics already, so I can kind of get on making stuff, so that's good. Yeah.
How important do you think like the process of like planning ahead is like to your get your collection completed?
I think it's really important. I think time management is really important, especially with a course like this, because there's just so much work to it.
Yeah.
So I think just making sure you're putting the hours in, but also taking breaks as well is really important.
Yeah. Obviously you said that you've already done 2 outfits, but how has your collection at all changed from like the beginning of the year and then up until you made?
It definitely has. I think as soon as you start making things start to change, because you realise actually in your drawing it wouldn't work the way you wanted it to.
Yeah.
So you kind of change and develop, and then obviously my fabrics have changed quite a lot.
Yeah. So
my lineup's changed because of the colours and stuff. So yeah.
Do you see it at all changing anymore between now? Because obviously you still have 4 more outfits to make. Do you see it changing at all?
I think little things. I don't think anything drastically will change, but I think little things will change. Yeah.
Have you had feedback so far on your 2 outfits?
Yeah, we saw them today and they seem really positive about it.
Yeah.
So
Happy with it?
yeah.
And are you happy with where you stand in terms of the show? Obviously in a few months' time, so you've got to have it all completed.
Yeah, I think I'll be okay. I think so.
What are you most excited for the show?
Just to see everyone's work. I think it'll be like really good fun, and also to see all my friends' work and us all to be together and just enjoy it.
Yeah. Something that a lot of people mentioned was that they're like excited to see how different everyone else's outfits are. Yeah. What do you think kind of separates your outfits from the others?
I don't know. I think mine's quite a personal concept, so I think it's quite different. Like no one's had that idea really before.
Yeah.
And like everyone's is just so different because it's so personal to them.
Yeah.
And everyone's got their own style. So I think mine kind of reflects my style.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, and just to end the interview, what do you think we can expect to see from you? Like, how would you sum up your collection?
I would say fun, bright, and yeah, just fun and enjoyable.
Okay, lovely. Thank you so much for your time. That's it for another episode of Designer Talks. Make sure you're following all our social media accounts for updates on the show.